Let me be brutally honest with you for a second. Women are never really confused about you. If she's interested, you'll feel it. If she's not, you'll feel it too. There's no hidden code, no magical combination of words or actions that will turn a no into a yes. The truth is, most men ignore the signs because they want to believe there's still a chance. Here's the reality you need to hear. If a woman isn't interested in you, she will show it through her actions long before she ever says it with her words. And most men miss it, not because the signals aren't there, but because they're caught up in hope, or because they've been told to just keep trying. But here's the kicker. Trying harder with the wrong woman doesn't make her like you. It doesn't earn her respect. In fact, it usually makes her pull away even more. I know that stings because as men, you've been conditioned to believe that rejection is something to fight against. Movies, songs, and even bad dating advice tell you that persistence is romantic. That if you just prove yourself, she'll finally come around. But from a woman's perspective, when we're not into a guy, his persistence doesn't come across as romantic at all. It comes across as him not getting the hint. And when a man doesn't get the hint, respect starts to drop fast. Here's the truth no one tells you. Women are very consistent when they like a man. She'll make time. She'll give energy. She'll find excuses to see you, talk to you, connect with you. If that's not happening, it's not because she's shy. It's not because she's busy. It's not because she doesn't know what she wants. It's because she's not feeling it. Period. And here's the part you really need to understand. Women will rarely come right out and say, "I'm not interested." Why? Because we don't want the drama, the argument, or to be painted as the bad guy. Instead, we show you. And if you know what to look for, you'll stop wasting your time chasing the wrong women and start focusing on the ones who actually want you. So, let's get real. If a woman is not interested in you, she will do these 7 things. And once you see them clearly, you'll never mistake disinterest for maybe again. Sign number 1, she doesn't prioritize you. You're always last on her list. This is one of the biggest giveaways, and yet it's the one men try hardest to ignore. When a woman is genuinely interested in you, you don't have to wonder if she'll make time. She will. Even if she's working crazy hours or juggling a busy schedule, she'll find a way to squeeze you in. Because women naturally prioritize the men they want. That's just how we're wired. But when she's not interested, you'll notice that suddenly everything else seems more important than you. She's too busy. She forgot. She's tired. She always has something going on that conveniently leaves no space for you. And here's the key. This isn't about her being busy in general. It's about her being busy when it comes to you. For example, if she can somehow make time to go out with her friends 3 nights a week, spend hours scrolling on Instagram, or binge watch an entire Netflix series, but she just can't find the time to see you, that's not an accident. That's her showing you exactly where you rank in her life. You're not the priority. You're the afterthought. And let me tell you something most men don't want to hear. Women are very intentional with this. We know when we're making excuses. We know when we're stringing someone along. We know when we're politely keeping you on the back burner without ever planning to move you forward. So don't fool yourself into thinking she's waiting for the right time or that if you just hang in there, she'll eventually come around. That's not what's happening. She's showing you, right now, that you're not her choice. Men who don't understand this often fall into the trap of trying harder. They start offering more, giving more, chasing harder, hoping that if they just prove their value, she'll finally notice. But in a woman's eyes, this only reinforces that she doesn't have to prioritize you. She knows you'll stick around no matter what, and that actually makes her respect you less. Here's the truth. A woman who's into you doesn't need convincing. She won't forget to call back. She won't constantly reschedule. She won't keep you waiting while she lives her life with everyone else. She'll create space for you because she wants to. So if you feel like you're always at the bottom of her list, it's because you are. And once you recognize that, the smartest move you can make is to step back, not keep chasing. Sign number 2. Her communication is dry, delayed, and forced. The second sign is all about how she communicates with you. One of the clearest ways to know a woman isn't interested is by looking at her effort to stay connected. Pay attention not just to what she says, but how she says it. and how much energy she puts into keeping the conversation alive. When a woman likes you, texting isn't a chore, it's natural. She responds quickly. She engages with what you say. She asks questions back, and the conversation flows. She doesn't leave you hanging for days with no explanation. She doesn't give you one-word answers that kill the vibe. She doesn't constantly forget to reply. But when she's not interested, communication becomes a burden for her. That's when you start seeing the dry lol, the half-hearted K, the vague maybe. That's when her replies take hours, sometimes days. And when they finally come, they feel like effort, not interest. She's not trying to connect. She's just trying to be polite or avoid confrontation. And don't get it twisted. Women know exactly what we're doing when we do this. We're deliberately slowing the conversation down because we don't want to give you the impression that we're invested. It's our way of distancing ourselves without outright rejecting you. The mistake men make is taking these crumbs and trying to turn them into a full meal. If she replies with lol, you send another joke. If she takes forever to respond, you convince yourself she's just busy. But here's the truth. Women always have their phones. If she wanted to talk to you, she would. Attraction makes communication effortless. Disinterest makes it draining. If you ever feel like you're the only one keeping the conversation alive, that's not bad timing or bad luck. That's her showing you she's not invested. Stop wasting energy decoding emojis or overanalyzing her delays. If it feels dry, it's because she doesn't care enough to make it flow. Sign number 3. She never initiates anything with you. This one might sting a little, but it's one of the clearest truths men tend to overlook. If a woman never initiates with you, it's because she's not interested. Period. Think about it. When a woman truly wants you, she doesn't just sit back and wait for you to do all the work. She finds reasons to reach out. She'll send that good morning text. She'll randomly share a funny meme that reminded her of you. She'll suggest plans, even if it's just grabbing coffee or saying, we should hang out. It doesn't have to be anything huge, but you'll see effort from her side. When she's not interested, though, the dynamic is completely one-sided. You're the one always texting first. You're the one always making the plans. You're the one keeping the connection alive while she just responds when it's convenient for her and never once takes the lead. And here's the truth a lot of men don't realize. Women are not passive when they like someone. We might play a little coy at first, but deep down we are wired to pursue what we want too. If a woman likes a guy, she will find a way to show it. Even if she's shy, she'll drop hints, open doors, or at least make it obvious she's available. So if you're the only one initiating, if you're constantly reaching out, constantly planning, constantly chasing, that's not a sign she's being reserved or waiting for you to lead. It's a sign she's not motivated to put in any energy toward you. Because believe me, when a woman actually wants you, she won't risk losing you by staying silent. Here's another truth. Effort is a mirror of interest. When a woman puts in zero effort, it's because she feels zero desire. Men who ignore this end up burning themselves out, texting, calling, planning, chasing, and mistaking her polite responses as signs of potential. But it's not potential. It's pity. She's letting you do all the work because she doesn't care enough to contribute. If you want to save yourself a lot of wasted energy, start paying attention to initiation. Does she ever text you first? Does she ever ask to see you? Does she ever check in on you without you prompting her? If the answer is always no, then stop lying to yourself. She's not waiting for you to prove yourself. She's showing you she's not interested. And once you see that clearly, the smartest thing you can do is stop chasing. Because the right woman won't make you feel like you're dragging her into your life. She'll meet you halfway because she wants to. Sign number 4, her body language gives her away every time. Men often overthink what a woman says, but the real truth is written all over her body language. A woman's interest, or lack of it, is always revealed in how she moves, how she positions herself, and how she reacts when you're around. We can hide behind words, but our bodies don't lie. When a woman isn't interested, the first giveaway is distance. She'll keep space between you whenever possible. Maybe she leans away instead of leaning in. Maybe she avoids sitting too close. Maybe she shifts her body slightly so it's angled away from you rather than toward you. These things seem small, but they're huge signals that she's not trying to create closeness. Eye contact is another big one. If she likes you, her eyes linger. Her focus is on you, and she uses her gaze to connect. But when she doesn't care, eye contact feels minimal, distracted, or avoided altogether. She'll look at her phone, around the room, or at anyone but you. And no, that's not shyness, that's disinterest. Touch is one of the clearest signals of all. Women naturally touch men they're attracted to. It could be a light touch on the arm, brushing against you as she walks by, or finding small excuses for contact. But if she's never touching you, never leaning in, never breaking that physical barrier, then she's keeping a wall up on purpose. Even her expressions tell you everything. A woman who's genuinely engaged will smile often. Her face lights up when she sees you, and her energy feels warm. When she's not interested, her expressions are neutral, forced, or polite. It's like she's there, but she's not really present with you. And here's the thing. Men sometimes convince themselves these signals don't matter. They think maybe she's just tired, or maybe she's shy. But let me be real with you. Women don't need extra energy to show interest. Attraction naturally pulls us in. It makes us smile, lean forward, and want to connect. If you're not getting those signals, then you're ignoring what her body is screaming at you. A woman who's into you doesn't hold back. She closes the gap. She finds excuses to be closer. She makes you feel her energy through her eyes and her presence. A woman who's not interested keeps her space, avoids too much eye contact, and shows zero physical warmth. So stop overanalyzing her words and start paying attention to her body. If she's pulling back, it's not because she's complicated or confused. It's because she's not attracted. And once you recognize that, you won't waste time trying to convince her otherwise. Her body language is the truth she'll never say out loud. Learn to read it, and you'll never fall for mixed signals again. Sign number 5. She avoids situations where she might be alone with you. Here's something most men don't pick up on. When a woman isn't interested, she'll avoid being in situations where she might end up alone with you. It's subtle, but it's one of the clearest signs she doesn't want things to move forward. Think about it. When a woman likes you, she's comfortable being around you. In fact, she looks forward to those moments when it's just the two of you, because that's when the connection can deepen. She doesn't need a crowd as a buffer. She doesn't need an excuse. She doesn't need to constantly invite a friend. She actually wants that time with you. But when she's not feeling it, suddenly she always has company. If you suggest hanging out, she'll say things like, "Can I bring my friend?" Or, "We should all go as a group." Notice how the we becomes we plus someone else. That's intentional. It's her way of keeping the vibe casual and making sure things don't get too personal. You might notice it in small ways, too. Maybe you walk her to her car after dinner, and instead of slowing down or lingering, she moves quickly and says, "Good night," before anything can happen. Or maybe you invite her to come over and watch a movie, and she gives you the classic, "Oh, maybe another time," followed by suggesting something safer, like grabbing coffee in public. There was this one guy who kept asking a woman he'd like to hang out. She agreed, but it was always in group settings. A party, a night out with friends, a casual lunch where others were around. Every time he suggested something one-on-one, she had an excuse. He thought he was being patient, waiting for the right moment. But in reality, she was showing him she didn't want a moment alone with him at all. See, women know what it means when we agree to be alone with a man. We know it creates intimacy. It opens the door for things to get more serious. If we don't want that, we'll avoid those situations at all costs. Not because we're scared, but because we're not interested. The mistake men make is brushing this off as coincidence. But when it keeps happening, it's not an accident. It's her quietly telling you, "I don't see this going anywhere." Here's the bottom line. A woman who's interested in you won't dodge private moments with you. She'll create them. A woman who avoids being alone with you is showing you, without saying a word, that she doesn't see you that way. And the sooner you notice that, the sooner you can stop investing in someone who isn't investing back. Sign number 6. She talks to you like just a friend. This one is sneaky because it can feel comfortable, almost flattering, until you realize what's really happening. When a woman talks to you like you're her buddy, her confidant, or her non-threatening safe space, it usually means she's already decided there's no romantic spark. Think about the language she uses. Does she constantly call you bro, dude, or bestie? Does she tell you about the guys she likes or the dates she's going on? Does she vent about her relationships and even ask for your advice on other men? A woman who's interested will never risk placing you in that friend box. She might share personal things, yes, but she won't talk about other guys in a way that kills attraction. If she's telling you intimate details about her love life, she's not testing your jealousy. She's signaling that she sees you as emotionally safe but romantically invisible. Here's the trap most men fall into. They think that if they stay patient and keep being the good friend, she'll eventually realize how much they care and suddenly choose them. But that's not how attraction works. The friend zone isn't a waiting room for a relationship. It's a category she's already placed you in. And once you're there, it's nearly impossible to climb out. A woman who likes you might tease, flirt, or create tension. She keeps a little mystery alive. A woman who doesn't will share everything, including details that kill any sexual energy. So pay attention to her words. If she treats you like her emotional diary while never giving you a hint of flirtation, she's not being shy or cautious. She's being clear. Your best move? Don't stick around hoping she'll change her mind. Pull back, protect your energy, and leave space for someone who actually sees you as a man, not a buddy. Sign number 7. You're always guessing where you stand. This final sign might be the most important of all because it cuts through every excuse, every justification, every hopeful maybe. When a woman likes you, it's obvious. You feel it in the way she looks at you, the way she texts, the way she shows up. You don't have to decode her words or read between the lines. Confusion is a sign. Uncertainty is a sign. If you're constantly wondering, does she like me? Or, what does that text mean? That's not excitement. That's your intuition telling you she's not fully invested. Men often confuse mixed signals with mystery. They think, she's hard to read, so maybe she's just playing it cool. But the truth is simple. Interest creates clarity. When a woman is genuinely into you, she doesn't hide it. She responds quickly. She makes time. She flirts openly. She shows warmth that leaves no doubt. Mixed signals are not a sign of depth. They're a sign of low interest. Here's the harsh truth. When she keeps you guessing, it's because she enjoys the attention without the commitment. Maybe she likes the ego boost. Maybe she likes having you as a backup. But if she wanted you, she wouldn't risk losing you by being unclear. Real attraction doesn't create anxiety. It creates anticipation. You don't wonder if she cares. You wonder when you'll see her next. So if you're stuck in a cycle of decoding her texts, waiting hours for replies, and questioning every interaction, stop. Step back and remember this rule. If it's not obvious, it's not real. The core lesson. Here's what ties every sign together. A woman who's truly interested makes it easy. She shows effort. She closes the distance. She welcomes one-on-one time. She flirts instead of friend-zoning. And she leaves you with certainty, not confusion. A woman who isn't interested does the opposite. She stays passive. She keeps space. She avoids intimacy. She treats you like a buddy. And she keeps you guessing because she's not worried about losing you. The danger for men is ignoring these signals and clinging to false hope. Every moment you spend chasing someone who's not invested is a moment you're not spending on someone who would actually reciprocate. Respect your own value. If she's not matching your energy, stop trying to convince her. Pull back, refocus, and let her go. Because the right woman will never make you fight for basic clarity. She'll meet you halfway. She'll make you feel chosen. And she'll leave no doubt in your mind that she wants you there. Final word. The female code isn't complicated once you stop listening to what she says and start observing what she does. Actions reveal everything. If she initiates, she cares. If she leans in, she's drawn to you. If she makes time, she values you. Anything less is a quiet no. Your job isn't to decode mixed signals, it's to recognize clear ones and act accordingly. The moment you master that, you stop wasting time, you stop chasing, and you start attracting women who genuinely want you. Remember this: interest is obvious, disinterest is too. The only question is whether you're willing to see it. Takeaway: stop hoping she'll change. Start believing what she shows you. The female code is already unlocked. It's written in her actions. All you have to do is read it.